The year was 1347, and the world was plunged into darkness as the Black Death swept across Europe, leaving death and despair in its wake. I had heard the stories, the gruesome tales of entire towns decimated by this relentless plague. But I was a historian, and my thirst for knowledge led me to embark on a journey few would dare to take. My destination was a small village nestled in the heart of France, a place ravaged by the Black Death. The streets were empty, the air heavy with the stench of death. I had heard whispers of a mass grave, a place where the villagers had hastily buried the victims of the plague. It was a place shrouded in darkness, a place that called to me like a siren song. With each step I took, the weight of history pressed down on me. I knew that this was a dangerous journey, that the plague still lurked in the soil, waiting to claim its next victim. But I couldn't resist the pull of the past, the need to uncover the secrets of this tragic time. The village was a ghost town, its former residents long gone, their lives extinguished by the merciless hand of the Black Death. As I wandered through the empty streets, I could feel the eyes of the dead upon me, their silent screams echoing in my ears. I finally reached the outskirts of the village, and there it was, the mass grave, a pit of despair, a gaping maw that had devoured the hopes and dreams of an entire community. I approached it with trepidation, my heart pounding in my chest. The scene that greeted me was a nightmare brought to life. The ground was uneven and pockmarked with makeshift graves. Rotting corpses lay in various stages of decay, their twisted forms contorted in eternal agony. I could see the desperation in the way they had been buried, the haste with which their loved ones had tried to escape the plague's grasp. As I moved closer to the pit, I could hear the whispers of the dead, their voices a haunting chorus that sent shivers down my spine. They told stories of pain and suffering, of families torn apart, of a world that had descended into chaos. But the most chilling sight was yet to come. At the bottom of the pit, partially covered by decaying bodies, I saw a small opening. It led to a hidden chamber, a place that had remained untouched for centuries. With trembling hands, I entered the chamber, my lantern casting eerie shadows on the damp walls. What I found there would haunt my dreams for the rest of my days. The chamber was filled with the belongings of the dead, trinkets, clothing, and personal effects. It was as if the villagers had tried to preserve the memory of their loved ones, to ensure that their existence would not be forgotten. But the most disturbing discovery was a small, leather-bound journal. It was filled with the frantic scribblings of a villager, a desperate attempt to record the horrors of the Black Death. The final entry sent a chill down my spine, a plea for help, a cry for salvation that had gone unanswered. I knew then that I had uncovered a tragedy of unparalleled proportions. The Black Death had not only claimed the lives of the villagers, but had also erased their stories from the annals of history. I was determined to change that, to ensure that their voices would be heard. As I left the chamber, I couldn't help but feel the weight of the past upon me. The journey had been perilous, and the horrors I had witnessed would stay with me forever. But I had also unearthed a piece of history, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit in the face of unimaginable suffering. The Black Death had left a scar on the world, a scar that would never fully heal. But as I stood in that desolate village, I knew that the stories of the past were not forgotten. They lived on in the whispers of the dead, in the pages of a forgotten journal, and in the heart of a historian who refused to let the darkness prevail.